So we have a bunch of persimmons on our property. I don't know if you can see like all these little fruits up here. And so I'm out gathering some. This is what the bark of a persimmon tree looks like if you want to see if you have any. And then the leaves. This is a bad example of leaves. But they are kind of ovular and whoop, there we go. And then so they usually just fall on the ground, but that can sometimes mean that they're rotten, like this one here. Ooh. This one might actually be pretty good. Doesn't look too bad. And then there's another one here, but this one was covered in ants, so this one's definitely not good. But I'm gonna keep it anyways because you can get the seeds out of it, and they apparently seed really well, so I like to keep the seeds. There's a ton still on the tree, but they're still green, so they're not, oh my god, I thought one was about to fall on me. So they're not ready to be picked yet. If they're green, obviously. You want to pick them when they're kind of like yellow-orange. This tree, or where those fruit are also probably like 20 feet in the air, and I don't have a way of getting them. So what I've been using is just a big stick, a branch, I guess, to knock them off, which isn't really the best because it ends up breaking the little branches. We have a few more, like I believe that one, oh, I think this tree, oh, focus, this here might be one, or that might be a hickory. Now that I'm looking at it, let's see, I think I see a fruit up there. Or is that a leaf? I don't know. That actually might be a hickory. But then that one there I think is a little baby one. And then all of these that we have in our yard here, these little twig of plants, those are apparently little baby persimmon trees. At least that's what my husband says. There's another persimmon tree right there, these dark leaves. But my husband cut down a mimosa tree. As you can see, okay, first of all, we didn't do this, by the way. We don't throw trash in our yard. Those are the previous owners, so this entire property just has like trash. He cut down a mimosa tree and it kind of like fell into the persimmon tree. So there's some right there that aren't ready, but I can't really get to it anyways because this dang old, let's see, can I zoom out? Yeah. This entirely huge Persian silk tree is like in the way, so that's fine. But so far that's 3 that are producing, and there might be more like in the woods, but I'm not about to walk in the woods because snakes. And I'm seeing all these white flowers, and like look at that huge clump over there, and I think these are boneset. I'm not sure. I think some people say boneset, but I'm gonna say boneset. So yeah, how cool is that? Among the blackberries, but they're like everywhere. We didn't have these last year, so, and like that patch is huge. Crazy, crazy. They continue into the forest too. Wild. Here I have camphorweed, I believe. I haven't been out in my woods since the baby was born, and I'm just finding so many magical things. So I think that's camphorweed, and then there's more right there, and then I have more over there among what I think is boneset too, and then there's some here as well. And there are so many pollinators over here, so that's very exciting. I don't know if you can see them. But yeah, there's more of the camphorweed. I thought for a second it was milkweed, but I don't think it is. I'm almost positive it's not. But how cool is that? I haven't been out here in a while and I'm finding so many magical things. And then in this bushy area, we have more of that, what I assume to be bone set. And then there's some sedge, I believe. And then I think those are canna lilies. And then some poke. And then a floating leaf. Oh my god, you can't tell it's floating. Whoosh. And then there's some vines of Greenbrier. And then this might either be muscadine or pepper something. I can't remember. Back to the persimmons. These are also, I'm assuming persimmon because my husband didn't cut it, so it's either persimmon or spice bush because apparently we have a bunch of spice bush. Got a bunch of pine trees. Yay. Yay for pine. Oh, I just walked through a spider web. Ugh. And then this is the big persimmon tree. You can kind of see some fruits on it. Right there. Let me zoom in. Schwa. Little baby fruit. So I'm going to try to get them with what? I don't know. Because, yeah, that's about, I don't know, 10, 15 feet off the ground, and I'm a whole 5 foot. So, I got 2 off the tree. These are not ripe at all. Well, a little baby bit. This is what they look like unripe. That's all me. Yeah, so that's unripe. Let me go grab the ripe ones so you guys can see those. So, these are the ripe ones. Oh. And then unripe. They're very, very, very hard. So these will probably be ready in probably by the end of the week, maybe. Well, that was really green. Maybe by the weekend they'll be ready. Wait, what day is it? I have no idea. Time is lost on me. But that's what they look like when you want to pick them. But these orange parts might be okay to eat. I don't know what happens if you eat unripe persimmons. I'm gonna go look on the ground and see if there's any on the ground. And we're also super abundant with this wonderfully magnificent plant. Yay us. Love that for me, who is highly allergic to it. If you don't know what this is, by the way, it's poison ivy, so yay. And then we also have a lot of muscadine, or it could be, I think he called them Mustang grapes? Mustang? I don't know, something. Or, as we found out in our front yard, it could be something like a pepper, some type of pepper plant that you should not eat, because it will make it feel like you have fiberglass all over you, apparently. And then this here is Greenbrier, which is also edible. Ooh, a magnolia. It's growing back. It was accidentally killed last year in the fire. And then blackberries here. Lots and lots of blackberries. And then Greenbrier growing up the pine tree. And then those vines are muscadine. going all the way up. And then they're in that tree right there. I'm not wearing boots, otherwise I would go farther back on the trails, but I'm a little nervy of snakes. Would rather not die, but the trails go all the way back, I believe, to this area here, and then continues for a very, very long time without trails. So this was all cleared last year, and now it's not all cleared, but like all of that nonsense was not there because I was gonna give birth back here. That didn't happen. And now we just have to wait for those babies to ripen, and then we can snatch them. I need some type of persimmon picker. I don't know if they make those. I'll invent one. One of us will invent one. But look how big that tree is. You can't tell, but I can. He also told me, he, being my husband, told me to look for any muscadines, and I have absolutely not been doing that. Look at all that greenbrier. I don't like greenbrier because it has thorns, and I just have a bad experience with it. It stabs me, and I'm not a fan, but he loves greenbrier, so he eats it like a wild man. So we leave it. Everywhere. Well, not that. That's muscadine. And then we have a wild golf ball. This is not the first golf ball we have found. They used to like stand on the back porch and knock golf balls into the woods. And by they, I mean the previous owners. They were unhinged, the previous owners. Unhinged. So much trash is back here. Oh, I probably should not touch my face after I've been touching wild plants. Look at all of that muscadine all over the ground. If you have this plant in your yard, chop it down and kill it with fire. It's privet, by the way. It's an invasive plant. I found a trail. Let's follow the trail. And not get bitten by a snake, please. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to wear these shoes inside. Oh, there's also deer in our backyard, so that's exciting. I thought I heard a deer. Let me zoom out. There we go. I did hear something. What was it? I'm scared of deer, to be honest. Like from a distance, nah, but like, I don't know, they're crazy. And we have like bugs too, so I don't want to get like rammed through via book. My husband's never seen a snake, so maybe that's like good and I don't have to worry about it, but I'm worrying about it. Ooh, spider web. Sorry, spider friend. But yeah, this is, see like how it was cleared and now it's all grown up with privet and mimosa, or Persian silk tree as it's rightfully called. Bummer.